the handler, who will be horseback, and his dog will enter through this gate, and they'll go over to the alley over here. Oh, it's a good space.
It's okay, we'll speed it up.
Yeah. Okay. The handler then has to enter this alley, and they have to be on their horse that side of that flag on the alley. You see the red flag there? Okay. Their dog will be with them. They have to send their dog, who will go past the cattle here and bring the cattle back to the handler and come out of this gate.
You can send your dog after they come out the gate and you still got it done.
Okay. From there, they will go over here. That is obstacle 1, called the alley. This is obstacle 2. It's called the weave. They can only get points for their cattle if they go the correct direction through the weave. So they have to go from north to south here. The scoring is 5 points per head per obstacle. So in the open class, they have 5 head of cattle.
Everybody okay with it?
It's a possible of 75 points here, because they'll get 5 per head for the first section, 5 per head for the second section, 5 per head for the third section. Next, ideally, they'll be able to swing the cattle through here. This obstacle is obstacle number 3, and it's called the diamond. To get the maximum number of points for this obstacle, they have to enter through this gate and go out through this gate. If they go out the sides, it's 1 point per head. If they enter through those gates I just told you about, it's 5 points per head. The fourth obstacle is called the gate. In order to proceed on to the last obstacle, which is the trailer, at least 1 head has to go through the gate. It's pretty straightforward. Come through here. Total time limit on their run is 8 minutes. The last obstacle is the trailer. They will load the cattle in the trailer, and time stops when the cattle's last foot is in the trailer and the handler raises his or her hand. The cattle will exit through the trailer, that side gate.
Hi, my name is Tanya Williams, and I'm from Anderson, California, here in beautiful Fallon today. It's gorgeous, and for the Fallon Invitational Stock Dog Trial. It's a benefit, it's a cancer benefit, and I'm proud to be, a part of it. I won the Open today. Woohoo! I'm excited. I won it last year as well, and placed second in the maturity with the dog that I showed today last year. So it's been good to me. We like it, and I love supporting the benefit. I've been into stock dogs for a little while, and learned pretty much everything I know, and got all my good dogs from Lauren Holmes, and he's here today as well, donating a dog, so we're really proud to be here. Anyhow, just a lot of fun. It keeps you, it's an addiction. It's a lot of fun. Just keep going. Oh gosh, my dogs are my best friends, literally. I mean, they ride in the truck with me, they live in the house with me. They are, they're my partners. They help me on the ranch. If I've got a job to do, it's just usually me and my dog, and they're awesome. They're a lot of fun, and they, just irreplaceable, really, in my heart, Oh, I would say just riding horses, working dogs, and working cows. I mean, it's just doesn't get any better than that. And love the people. The people we hang out with. We kind of run together, and it's a social thing. A lot of fun. I like Fallon. The people here are so nice, and in fact, I've met a lot of people here today and last year when I was here as well, and just good people, just real genuine, super down to earth and fun to talk to, and kind of into the same stuff, so it's a lot of fun. Oh my goodness, yeah, I encouraged a lot of these people that are here today. Actually, I was probably the biggest cheerleader, last year, because I did enjoy it so much, just.
Well, I started with the dogs because I needed a good dog, and I started with a pretty sorry one, and I had to tie him up when I wanted to get anything done, so I progressed a little bit and got some better dogs, and just used them on the ranch. But a friend of mine came to me one day, he says, well, let's go compete. I said, I don't need to compete or anything. He said, well, how do you know how well your dogs are, how good they are? And so he got me into competing, and it didn't take me very long to figure out that I didn't have the dogs I thought I did. So got started trialing and met a lot of nice people and was able to go all over the country and compete. And my retirement years, that's what I've done. I've been competing for about 20 years now, and really enjoy it. Yeah, we communicate by whistle or just voice, body language, just repetition of what we do. They're so smart, that it scares you sometimes. They can seem like they can read your mind every once in a while or do something before you ask them. And that's what makes it exciting. When a dog does something you think he can't do, it really makes it fun. Different parts of the country need different types of dogs, and everybody has a preference of what they need. So there's a lot of Kelpies out there that people love, and some Border Collies that range, like quarter horses. They range in their breeding, from racing horses to stock horses. The dogs are the same way. Some of them are real good in brush, some of them are real good on flat stuff. So it depends on the terrain and brush, and there's so many factors on the decision of what kind of dog to get. But basically, you need a smart dog. That gets you through a lot. Well, this is my first year at Fallon, and I used to come to Fallon, 20 years ago when I was into horses, and they had some cutting horse futurities here, and I enjoyed it. And so this brings me back to Fallon, and I know you don't want to speed in Fallon because they have a police force that's very active. But no, it's a neat place, a lot of nice people that I meet them on the road or at different bull sales and stuff. So I'm glad to be back to Fallon. And most of these dog people are more than willing to support a good cause. So that's why I'm here.
Pat, the closest I can compare this to is the Chronicles of Narnia. We're trying to talk to the animals, communicate what we would like them to do on our behalf and make us heroes. But it's really a roulette wheel. It's any one of these dogs in the open could easily, had they drawn the right cattle, had the right setup, which they that seems to be the way it works. It's not who's got the best dog, it's who on a given day draws the face cards. What it's like when you're playing cards, you got to have the face cards. Today I think probably got some face cards. For what it's worth, the magic of it all, it's a premium rush when you get your point across. You understand how the teacher feels with the students, and in a sense the cattle are our students, and the dog is supposed to be transmitting. So it's a little complicated, but when it works for you, because you got the horse, the dog, you got the cattle, you got a 5, 6, 7, 8. In our case, we had 8 different entities, 8 different beings. They're out there trying to figure out now what the hell is going on here. What's it all about? And it's kind of a way to what they're doing. We're trying to preserve our culture, our heritage, if you will. The herders are who settled this ground, this whole area, the shepherds, if you will. From days of old, it's still the same story. It's it resolves a little discussion about who's got the best dog on a given day. That's really what it comes down to. So when you're, in a sense, when you're queen per day, you better get ready for the next trip. It's ground zero. You come right back to ground zero. The sport will keep you humble. There's no question about it. And all I can say is, isn't it grand if you have to have a good day? I would say if you wanted to take a quick look around, it's maybe more than alive and well, because where's all the people come from that we're saying showed up here? Maybe they'll buy a bull when the dust settles, but nothing like seeing clowns come to town with their dogs. We don't have Barnum and Bailey. You know, this is the closest thing to it. So we're filling in. You know, the circus is gone, but we're picking up where they left off.